All right, guys, welcome. Uh-oh, my bad. My bad. All right, y'all. Welcome. Oops. Hold on. I see what happened. I'm confusing me because the Instagram was open. All right, welcome back to the Commission Reviews. We are going to talk about this whole situation. I'm going to play the audio, and we are going to talk about this hot mess that it is, baby. I mean, baby, when I tell you that sucker came through and blew it up. Let me tell you something. Katt Williams, I don't know. He said it wasn't the sip of the drink. But first of all, everybody in the chat, hit the like button and subscribe. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to start playing the audio. Let me know if you can hear the audio, please. Okay, hold on. I need to know if you guys can hear what I'm playing. Hold on. Let me go to my own video because y'all. The sip of the drink. Mix. Oh, everybody check. I don't hear anything. Damn it, y'all can't hear it? Video for y'all. Oh. I don't understand why y'all can't hear this. Oh, I know what I gotta do. I know what I have to do now. Okay. Now, let's see if you can hear it now.
Rickey. Hey, I'm Christy.
Oh, I
run a system setup company, and I'm also.
Hold on.
Knows this. Was gonna play the pimp. Why you didn't ask? As a fan base, we love the attention that you spend on the guest. We love how much work you've done, how well you know them, how prepared you are. The same things that we liked about you in football.
Okay, I need to know if y'all can hear that or not. Let me... Hold on. Knows this. Okay, there we go. Now we're cooking with some oil. All right. So we're going to talk about how Katt Williams has blown up the internet. And we're going to start by listening to some of the things that he said. He pretty much blew it up the first 30 minutes of the interview.
Football. You brought that on over to here, and that's why it resonates. And the reason I had to come is because you've made a safe place for the truth to be told. You know what I mean?
Thank you. I appreciate
that. And I have watched all of these lowbrow comedians come here and disrespect you in your face and tell you straight up lies. I'm talking about things that have never been heard in all of Black Hollywood. They feel comfortable sitting here lying to you about it.
You gonna set the record straight?
Are you kidding me? You let Rickey Smiley sit here and you said out that mouth, you stole Friday After Next, the one I was in. I wish all of America fumbled a bit when that happened. And then he said some stuff that we haven't heard in 100 years in Hollywood. You ain't say nothing. This man told you he had Katt Williams' role. He was gonna be Money Mike.
Wait.
And Katt Williams was gonna be the Santa Claus. Now let's 3 quick points. You mean in Hollywood they cast a 5'5" black Santa Claus that weigh 145 pounds? That's your story. Your story is the Rickey Smiley that couldn't even do curse words because he had a Christian fan base. He was gonna play the pimp. Why you didn't ask him why has he played a woman in more movies than he's played a man?
Okay, so look, let me tell you something. When he was going in on Rickey Smiley, the things that he was saying, I was like, I followed Rickey Smiley for years when he was, doing his thing you know, in Dallas, all the things or whatever. The station was here, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it 100%. If you listen to what Katt Williams was saying, it made sense. But I was like, I would like to hear from Rickey Smiley, but I'm just keeping it real. It made sense, bro. I was tripping.
Well, I didn't know
he shouldn't be able. You wouldn't let a athlete that been on steroids talk about one of the greats. Rickey Smiley can't act because Rickey Smiley can't act. He told you the story about when the movie came out. Where did he say he watched it? At home. He wasn't even at the premiere. You telling this man, you stole that. Oh, so he could get his name in the same sentence with a great one. It is sad. He was just that bitter when we were shooting it. He told everybody, it should have been my role. Everybody on the scene. Why do you think no cast member has ever said anything?
He couldn't have played that role like you. I thought he was.
Sir, no one. Why no? He was with KD. He beat up Terry Crews. Why nobody know this story? You talking about in Hollywood? They switched off roles. You take this and he. What? So Rickey Smiley knows this, and I don't know why he would lose a child and come on the air and start lying. That's why people believe in rituals. Right there is because.
Okay. Now, when he said that, I had to rewind it. He said he doesn't understand why somebody would lose a child. To me, the insinuation, rituals, what do they say? Illuminati? I mean, I don't want to get too deep into that because I'm not going to get too deep into it. I'm just going to point that out. And y'all can, say it is what it is.
Because, well, why would he lie? I don't know why liars lie. But I can tell you this. We auditioned in Los Angeles.
Yes.
I was audition number 201. 200 black comedians auditioned for the role of Money Mike with me. You're saying all 201 of us was auditioning and you had already had the role and had already shot the role in 4 days? The truth of the matter is, the Money Mike in the original script got raped in the bathroom, and that's what Rickey Smiley was okay with. Katt Williams had to take the risk in front of the studios and the cast and our powers that be in his very first movie and say respectfully, humbly, guys, if we talking about.
So that's why, because when we released that clip and he said that,
he was so egregious. I put in my contract that he was so is. You can't say my lines, I wrote them. That's.
I just skipped the part about the R, that's all I did, but we pretty much know what happened. I didn't even know that was part of the script, to be honest. I don't like that, that tripped me out that was even part of the script, I'm be honest. But here goes some more shit.
How I already know that I'm gonna be funnier than you. What he told everybody was Katt Williams, and don't nobody know who he is. I'm on the radio. I'm with Steven Said. Let
me tell y'all something. This is something I have to talk about this. I have to talk about this. Because when he's imitating him very, very well, and I know comedians can imitate each other, so that's not a thing. But when he said, "I'm with Steve Harvey, I'm with such an entertainer or whatever," that was a thing at one point in time. Rickey Smiley was attached to the two of them. I'm just keeping it. I mean, like I said, to me, I'm listening to him. I'm not saying, "Oh, this is a lie. This is horrible." To me, he's on point. And for him to say that Rickey Smiley pretty much was pissed off because essentially they're both new comics in this movie, and he's like, why you pick him over me, basically, in my opinion.
Everybody know me. That's what he told everybody that would listen to on the set. That's the truth of the matter. He was so egregious, not now, then. He was so egregious that, and Hollywood has never heard this in 100 years. He was so egregious, I put in my contract that I won't work with Rickey Smiley again unless he's in a dress.
Hold up now. Now, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Look, I got the shivers when I first heard that. He said Rickey Smiley. And because I heard a lot of actors and people are part of the industry can request these things. I will not come on set if that person is there. It's in my contract. I've heard many cast people have said that, and if they want them on their movie, they're gonna do what they say. This shit is crazy.
Now, what was Rickey Smiley's next movie? Was it First Sunday? Did he? He was so egregious, I put in my contract that I won't work with Rickey Smiley again unless he's in a dress. Now, what was Rickey Smiley's next movie? Was it First Sunday? Did he wear a dress in it? You bet he did. It's in my contract.
Why would you put that in your contract, Kat?
That's where he's a believable actor.
Oh, God.
Him and Tyler Perry can't play a man to save their life. They play good women, and I believe that the best actor should be in the best role.
I cannot.
So that's why, because when we released that clip and he said that, you responded because he said he was supposed to play Money Mike and you were supposed to play Santa Claus.
An outright lie.
Wow. So
that he knows is a lie.
So why would he say it?
Because he's a liar. Nobody knows why liars lie. And that's why I had to come on the program. Cedric did the same thing. Cedric told you when you asked him, did you steal Cat Williams' joke? Yeah. He said, it don't line up. How it don't line up that I did it on TV in 2018? You came to see me at the Comedy Store do it in 2019 and then did it on the Kings of Comedy. Like, what doesn't line up? This is a televised joke that Mark Curry.
Now, I need to find this joke because I really want to hear it. Man, when I tell you he was reading him. Wow. I'm sorry. He was reading them.
Curry helped me punch up and get to the level that it was. The same Steve that went to go watch Mark Curry do his whole sitcom. And
so this is the part that tripped me out as well. So one thing I want to say is, why hasn't Mark Curry come out and said, anything about this? Because honestly, KATT kind of, no shade, his name is kind of in it now. So my question is, why Mark Curry has not come out and said anything about this? Like to say, yeah, I did help Cat Williams, or whatever. And the fact of the matter is, I didn't connect Mark Curry's show to the Steve Harvey show until he said that. Because Mark Curry's show came out first. But there's always been shows that come out and maybe it didn't make it this year, but a similar show will come out next year. It has happened.
Then stole everything Mark Curry had. Now Steve got a sitcom where he the principal and he wear a suit and he.
Okay, well, Cat Williams, I gotta tell you something real quick. He was not the principal. Principal Greer Piggy was the principal. Steve Harvey was a music teacher and mentor and everything else.
And then he gets this high top fade, making all black men think he got the best lineup in the business.
You know what? KATT wrong for that. Because see, KATT, every fool when when Steve Harvey his ass, I cannot. That's my best Steve Harvey I can do. But Steve Harvey's hair was a thing. It was. Every black man wanted that hair. This shit is crazy.
And it's a man unit.
Okay. It is a man unit. It really, I don't know, bro.
Then you ask it, why you not a movie star? I didn't want to be a movie star. This the same Negro that hated on Bernie with this same thing.
This was crazy as well. Calling out Steve Harvey, because of the Bernie Mac. Because other people other people actually agreed and sanctioned and said that Cat Williams wasn't lying about the Bernie Mac situation. I was like, damn. As much as Steve Harvey cried and everything else and every, memorial. Not saying that he didn't care about the man just because he might have did him dirty while he was alive, but I'm just saying, damn.
I didn't want to be a movie star. No, you couldn't be a movie star. There are 30,000 new scripts in Hollywood every year. Not one of them asks for a country bumpkin black dude that can't talk good, baby, and look like Mr. Potato Head. There ain't none.
Oh my God. Oh, Jesus Christ. That fool said, oh, baby. Woo! Oh my God. Mr. Potato Head. Let me hear that one more time. Wait a minute.
Played a lot of characters. Couldn't be a movie star. There are 30,000 new scripts in Hollywood every year. Not one of them asks for a country bumpkin black dude that can't talk good, baby, and look like Mr. Potato Head. There ain't none.
Oh my God.
You would have to have range. I played a lot of characters, 60 movie roles. I'm not playing Cat Williams in there.
I don't know, Cat. We might not let you drink anymore the way I mean, we ain't even got.
I'm not fueled by alcohol. I've had a sip, less than you.
Here's how to make over 100 ad creatives in just minutes.
The truth don't need motivation. I'm just saying I can't let these dudes lie. Cedric's sitting here telling you why he ain't a movie star. He over here look like a walrus. You didn't say nothing.
I can't.
He can't even get his arms off his stomach sitting over here. Why I'm not a movie star.
I am. Shay is trying. Shay say, Jesus help me. Oh, my head hurt. Oh, my head hurt. Oh my God. I gotta find Rickey Smiley's response. He went he did his radio show this morning. I gotta find
What? It's a situation.
He never wrote anything. Remember, when Cedric the Entertainer starts, he's supposed to be singing, dancing, and telling jokes. That's why he's called the Entertainer.
Right.
We found out he can't sing, can't dance, and doesn't write jokes. He did 4 comedy specials. They're so bad, Shannon, they're not available on Netflix or Tubi. Can I say that again for the audience? Woo! They're so bad that they're not available on Netflix or Tubi.
You don't think Sam's a good comedian?
The world doesn't think that, sir. I have 12 comedy specials. He has 4 specials that are not available on Netflix or Tubi.
It seems to me, Kat, that you had a lot to get off your chest.
No.
You wanted to set the record straight.
Winners are not allowed to allow losers to rewrite history. I don't say any of these things if my name is not breached by these people on your platform. If you give a liar a platform to lie, then I'm not being messy by saying, hold on, that never happened. It's untrue. And there are hundreds of witnesses for each thing I'm saying.
So let me ask you this. What is your relationship with Steve Harvey, Rickey Smiley, and Cedric the Entertainer as you sit here currently?
For 30 years, they're a group. These aren't 3 random guys. The way that Rickey Smiley kept appearing at all of my auditions is because of Steven said he would tell anybody that, listen, they got a gang on that side. They know what it is. They know who the gang is. Why Earthquake not in movies? Because he's illiterate. He can't read. God. And they found that out when they gave him a show and put the cards in front of him. Ooh. Like, all of these dudes are co-entwined and they share secrets. And this is the age of truth. And the truth doesn't need to be scared of the fact that people tell lies. Cats on drugs. Where are the stories? Why is there no story of anybody who ever sold a drug to me, did a drug with me, was around me when I was inebriated? I got 5 daughters. I got 5 sons. Why would we tell these ridiculous stories? Because it's competition. You feel like, well, why comedy guys can't just get along?
Yes.
Why didn't you get along with the other teams you were competing against? If you're a Denver Bronco, why you don't get along with the Cowboys? Something wrong with you?
But I don't disagree. I don't dislike all the Cowboys.
Okay, hold on. Let me go ahead and give you guys a response that Rickey Smiley, he finally responded this morning, but I was trying to hear the radio show, but okay. Rickey Smiley has responded to Katt Williams after everything that happened on the show. I mean, last night's show. Okay. With no reason to lie about that. They added the whole pit twist to that character, which was actually a better decision and made it funnier. There was no way in hell I could have executed that role like that. I'm glad they made that decision. So everything that was said about him, that he must wear a dress, he said that's where, well, I just played y'all. That's where I believe he's a believable actor. According, Katt Williams said that his contract terms and decision, irrelevant in his decision to act as his characters where he portrays a woman. Rickey says that has nothing to do with my manhood being lessened for trying to play a role and trying to put food on the table for my family. Expressing he is disappointed and then to issue a response. We want to wish Katt Williams nothing but the best, elaborating how his family are managing their grief during a crazy time. The first anniversary of his son's death comes up. Wow. Wow. That's crazy. Good morning, Ray. Okay. So did he keep continuing?
Cat, damn, you like this?
No, that's
okay,
not.
What comedian do you like?
Did you play against the team?
Yes.
Hold on. Because I wanted to get to the Faison Love. Hold on.
That's all. As a journalist.
Okay.
That's all. That's all.
To me,
Discuss real athletes. That's all.
Right here. Hold on. Before this is Faison Love part thing.
Competition. You feel like, well, why comedy guys can't just.
Okay, so right when he keep talking about Faison Love, I believe he's talking about Faison Love and Pierre. What's the bright skin comic Pierre? I do believe that's who he's talking about when he says light skinned girl. I'm not trying to be funny, okay?
Just get along.
Yes.
Why didn't you get along with the other teams you were competing against? If you're a Denver Bronco, why you don't get along with the Cowboys? Something wrong with you?
But I don't disagree. I don't dislike all the Cowboys. Cat, damn, you like this?
No, that's not.
Okay, what comedian do you like?
Did you play against the team?
Yes.
I've taken 46 comedians with me on the road. 46.
Okay.
I'm not the comedian you can give that to. I only put on comedians that are funnier than me. Anybody that ever told you differently was a fat Faison liar. Damn.
Okay. And Faison did post on his Instagram. We'll find out in a minute. Hold on. Let me find. Go ahead. Let me listen to this first.
Nobody like me in the business.
Faison just called it straight.
Faison said that getting a Netflix special is easy. I have 12 specials. Guess how many Faison got? 0. So why is he allowed to have conversations about real stand-up people? We do not let people who are on the juice discuss real athletes. That's all. As a journalist. That's all. That's all I'm saying. Okay. I don't harbor any.
To me, I feel like right now he's about to speak about Pierre. Because Pierre and he's on Comedy Hype, and Faison was just on there recently, and he's on there. He's been on there a few times, and he's spoken about KATT. I mean, what I mean by that, I mean Faison. I don't know.
any resentment to any of these entities because I can't be jealous. I've never seen them have anything that I ever wanted. If you sign up for their program, you get a light-skinned, weird-faced wife.
Okay, again, I think he really was talking about Pierre. I'm sorry.
That never do an interview.
Oh, man, tell me.
Listen, in 20 years, won't do an interview. Nobody's ever talked to her, and she's never been interviewed anywhere. And now, understand, I'm not talking about one person. What I just told you applies to 7 people. How they all end up with that. That's part of what you get. I came in this business saying I was going to expose. When I talked about Michael Jackson, when I talked about R. Kelly, they canceled me for these things because why would you talk about another black dude? Race is not where the line is drawn. It's God's side and the other side. And we don't care nothing about the other side. Period. Period. All of these big dick deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TG Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way. The truth is the light.
I need to have another one of these.
Amen. Amen.
Gee.
He really wasn't drinking that much.
I kind of get on there.
Right.
After that, I don't really kind of know where to go. Let me one more time.
Right.
Uh-oh.
Right.
Wait a minute. Okay.
We good now?
Because the people want to know, well, why would he get blackballed?
Yeah.
Because in 30 years, I've done nothing but collect information, knowledge, and your secrets. So if you and a man was in a corner doing something you wasn't supposed to be doing,
you will tell it.
No, somebody come to tell me.
Okay.
I gather that. I value that. I'll pay for that. Come, tell me. I know so many things I should. Say he was supposed to play Money Mike because I wrote the words for Money Mike. I designed the hair for Money Mike. I collaborated with the wardrobe department and made outfits to make sure that no one in America would be wearing what Money Mike was wearing. I told him to go get the Prowler. I then told him to paint it purple. I told him don't have an actor playing a pimp. We could get an actual pimp and try to tag along just for their own self-aggrandizement.
Why didn't Cube set the record straight? Terry Crews could have set the record straight. Mike Epps could have set the record straight. Why none of them set the record straight?
That's what you were supposed to ask him when he told you those lies that no one's ever heard. Right, but he's telling you something no one's ever heard of. Nobody has ever heard, oh, Ben Affleck and Matt Damon was in a movie and somebody said, y'all should switch. No one in Hollywood has a memory of going to a sold-out Kevin Hart show. There being a line.
Okay, here we go.
Said that Steve and Cedric and Kevin Hart.
Information, I'm thinking I'm hearing it for the first time and they're giving information no one else knows or has ever heard. So I'm taking them at face value.
These are this is like Steve Harvey telling people he used to be homeless. That's my story.
Wow.
That's not his story. Steve Harvey was never homeless. When Mark Curry was touring with him 25 years.
Happy New Year to everybody in the chat. Welcome, welcome. We are talking about Katt Williams, man, blew up the internet. So we going through the interview and talking. What's up, G baby? Good morning, good morning. How y'all doing? Okay, so we are talking about and listening to the mess of it all. Okay.
Years ago, he was making $3,000 a show in cash and doing 5 shows a week. They just tell the stories. Thanks to my wife, I'm where I am. You said that about the first wife. You forget that?
Wow.
You told us it was her. Then you went and married somebody else that think like a man. Like, what are you talking about? They think they can rewrite history. Guy Torrey did a beautiful special about the Comedy Store and Fat Tuesday, where he said that Steve and Cedric and Kevin Hart and Tiffany Haddish came through there and made all lies. Steve and Cedric never performed.
So I actually watched that special he's talking about, and I'm over here tripping of what he's saying. I watched that special. It was a really good special. Wow, that's crazy.
Performed at the Comedy Store at all. Tiffany was only seen at the Laugh Factory. In 15 years in Hollywood, no one in Hollywood has a memory of going to a sold-out Kevin Hart show, there being a line for him ever getting a standing ovation at any comedy club. He already had his deals when he got here. Have we heard of a comedian that came to LA and in his first year in LA, he had his own sitcom on network television and had his own movie called Soul Plane that he was leading? No, we've never heard of that before that person or since that person. What do you think a plant is? Maybe people don't understand the definitions of these words.
Interesting.
Hey, it's Adam from StreamYard. Do you have any exciting new feed?
Interesting.
He just did his documentary with Chris Rock where he shows you that his whole upbringing in comedy was on the East Coast.
Yeah, it was.
So how simultaneously was he here in Los Angeles doing the same thing? It didn't happen. It didn't happen. And I hate to seem like a petty individual for picking apart lies, but Jussie Smollett gonna keep lying until you say we don't believe you. Like, it's important in the checks and balances of the universe that liars not get to make complete narratives for themselves.
Are you not afraid about being blackballed again? These are some power people.
What do you mean again? These people are not powerful. Satan can't create anything.
Get the likes up.
That includes blessings for his people. That's why, you know what the number one job of somebody that sold their soul in Hollywood is?
What?
Is to act like it didn't happen. They all do the same job. Why do you think Gary Owen can't cross over and he already white and been in comedy for 25 years?
Damn.
If what I say ain't the case. It's a cabal. It's a consortium. They rock with who they rock with and they don't with who they don't. But I'm not scared of being the competition any more than you were when you lined up across from a superior team. Yeah, on paper, they're a better team.
Right.
They have all the assets and resources and we don't. But let us get on the line, boy, and see if that factors in. I guarantee you it won't.
Wow.
Because Shannon Sharp got to be a different person than that other person.
Absolutely.
And he always was. That doesn't change when I change teams. That remains the same. That's how a legacy is built. So all of these shortcut takers, they canceled me for talking about Harvey Weinstein before the thing came out, but he offered to suck my penis in front of all my people at my agency. What am I supposed to do? Has walked in and they have to respect it only because I've not taken the shortcuts. I've not been funded. They pay you to not talk about things they don't want you to talk about. They tell you that themselves. I can't do that because Steve told you that he stopped doing stand-up because he had 7 TV shows. The only problem is when he stopped stand-up, he didn't have those 7 TV shows. He stopped stand-up because he got in a comedy battle called the Championship of Stand-Up Comedy with one KATT Williams in Detroit in front of 10,000 people and lost because KATT Williams said he was actually bald and that was a wig. And I went in and that's why he couldn't do stand-up anymore. Imagine him coming to tell you another story where he got so big and it was Bernie and them's fault because they wanted to be movie stars. What? You called Ocean 11 to get that nigga's part.
Wow.
What do you mean you didn't want to be a movie star? So on the behalf of Bernie, I would have to say what I have to say.
Have you ever been on tour with any of these guys?
Every guy I mentioned to you is not funny out there in real life.
That fool said try to get Bernie Mac Ocean.
So no.
Hold on, yeah. Let me say something real quick.
Faison's never done his own tour in 30.
The thing that yeah, just so y'all know, I put the link of the interview in my description if you want to see it and just watch it in its entirety. That is crazy to me. That is crazy to me that he said that he tried to take Bernie's role in Ocean 11. That role in Ocean 11 that Bernie Mac played, it couldn't happen with Steve. You know, the country comedic all that stuff, it's entertaining. I know KATT was kind of clowning him. That stuff is entertaining. It is a really good niche that he has. So many of us are from the South, but in that role, when Bernie Mac played, because Bernie Mac was a good actor. He was a really good actor. Like you would see him, yeah, who you with? You know what I'm saying? When you see him as Bernie Mac as a comedian, but when you see him on, his show with the kids, or when you see him in different roles that he played, dang line. When he plays different, you don't even know who he is because he's playing different roles. He really was a good actor. I hate he's gone. So when he did Ocean's 11, I loved that work he did. It was a completely different character he was playing. I don't think that Steve could have filled that position. You know what I'm saying? It kind of, to me, now that we're hearing all this from KATT Williams, it makes you think, was Steve Harvey hating on Bernie Mac the whole time he was alive? What was going on with Cedric the Entertainer? That man pretty much said that he was a Cedric Entertainer, but he, can't sing and can't dance. But that's what he's been known for, is singing and dancing and being entertaining. His show didn't last long. He was on Steve Harvey's show, and then he has the show Neighbor. I don't know if the show's still on. No, I never watched it, but wow.
30 years. Steve Harvey don't do stand-up no more. Cedric doesn't write. I'm sorry, he doesn't write. Rickey Smiley has been playing the same old black woman forever.
Oh,
like, you can't get a young fan base with that. Like, you got to be doing karaoke around the country to make that work.
Right.
And he is. But I'm a stand-up comedian. This is my 19th 100-city tour. I'm not going to have a conversation with these lazy bums that'll take a shortcut at any point. Yes, it's easier for you to juice than to get in the gym, but you don't get to bring that body in here talking crazy.
Talk about how good you look.
What? No, there's too many comics out there that are putting their life on the line to tell these jokes, man.
Okay. Let's get to your upbringing. We're going to circle back and we'll get some...
I want to protect him real quick, because you had said for the Kings of Comedy, it was in 2018, 2019, but did you mean 1999? Because it came out in 2000, so I just want to make
sure. No, I didn't. No. So what I meant to say was, remember, he said I couldn't do stand-up anymore. I had 7 TV shows. I said he didn't have any of those TV shows at the time.
I know you talking about Cedric.
Joke stealing.
Cedric.
Okay,
you had said that 2018, 2019, but it came out in 2000, so I just want to make sure.
Okay, no. What comes out in 2000?
The original Kings of Comedy.
Right. I'm on BET's Comic View, and they're using this as the commercial in 1998. Okay. That's why I'm saying, yeah. So if I said the dates wrong,
let's go back and clear that up.
Okay.
You said, I had Cedric on here and I asked him about the joke stealing, and he said the timeline doesn't add up.
Correct.
To that point, you say.
Right. So he thought that I was just a no-name comedian and that he could take this joke and nobody would know.
Right.
The issue was that I had already done this particular joke on BET's Comic View twice.
Right.
It had done so well on BET's Comic View that they had made it part of the commercial. So part of the commercial of make sure you tune in to BET was you seeing me doing this joke.
Right.
And this joke is one of those jokes in comedy where you set it up and it takes a little longer to set it up, takes about 3 minutes, but then you're just hitting them with jokes after that because you don't have to set it up.
Right.
Mark Curry had already helped me work on this joke because I thought it was good because I was getting a standing ovation on it. He had me go back in the lab and help me craft it to be an even more powerful joke. So this is not just a random joke. This is my very best joke, and it's my last joke, and it's my closing joke.
Okay.
1998, I'm doing this joke. It's on Comic View. Cedric comes to the Comedy Store. He watches me in the audience. He comes backstage. He tells me what a great job I did.
And see, a lot of this stuff we didn't know, these little details. Like, for instance, like he said this man watched him do the joke. You know what I'm saying? he's even admitting the fact that he wasn't, you know, he was just getting started or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But it's small time, what I'm saying. And he did the joke where it's televised. And he came to see him do the joke and just changed up a couple of things to make it his own, which comedians have said this is a thing. They steal jokes. I mean, to me, where are the video clips? I want the video clips so we can compare notes. That's what I want.
Did and how much he loves the joke. 2 years later, he's doing that as his last joke on the Kings of Comedy. And he's doing it verbatim. He's just changed my car into a spaceship.
I'm Millie, a content creator coach. And
I'm about to look it up and see if I can find it. I need to hear this joke. Let's see. Okay, so this is, let me see. Hold on. I really want to hear this joke. I thought somebody had a clip of it. Okay, so this is okay. Okay, this might be one right here. Hold on.
You couldn't hear the damn thing when it cut off.
Okay, hold on.
That you couldn't hear the damn thing when it cut off. It looked like this. You flossing in a 6-shift convertible.
It looks very similar. I'm looking at the movement. It looks very similar. Okay, he's in the car. Okay, so let's listen to Cedric's. I guess this person had both the jokes.
We get us a cigarette, we be in a space shuttle, nigga, like it's a 70.
Hold on, let me rewind.
We get like it's a 70. Drive a space shuttle like it's a 72 deuce and a quarter. Nigga, we get us a cigarette, we be in a space shuttle, nigga, like it's a 72 deuce. Nigga, we get us.
Okay, I need to cut the music off because I don't want to play music. Now, I'm looking at Ced, sit in the chair, starting it up. I remember the foot going, everything. Laying back. It does look like, I don't know. I don't know, y'all. You sound working on the thing right now. The chat wasn't playing with them. The clips are circulating. So I just watched the clip. I don't want to play because I know they're gonna probably hit me up with that music. That's why I stopped the music. I stopped the, hey, what's up, media chat room, baby? Y'all make sure y'all go follow media chat room because I'm pretty sure she's gonna drop some stuff today and she be dropping lots of tea. So I looked at the clip. I am not gonna lie. It looks like the same joke. It does. It looks like the same joke. I just watched the clip. I'm not gonna lie. It does look like the same. But the only thing that's different is there is a spaceship and it's a car. But the spaceship is still emulating an old school Cadillac, whatever it was. I feel like it's the same joke. Now, if we were to put up a lot of people's jokes against each other, back and forth, it's probably a lot of that's going on. It's really hard to gauge that for me. But I'm not going to lie. It looks like the same exact joke. It does. Now, I got to show you how to do this. Well, if you want, I'm playing the video, the YouTube video in the background. I played the whole live media chat room. But what I did was I shared my screen but I don't want to play the video where you can visually see it. I'm just playing it in background. I gotta show you how to do that too, because you just play the whole video and we hear the audio, but we can't see it because if you see it, YouTube will, because it's somebody else's content. But I just want the audio to play, which is pretty cool. Oh, wait a minute. Is this a video of what he said? Hold on. Because I know Rickey Smiley responded, but let me see. I told y'all I read it out loud, but if there's like an audio, hold on.
See that post? People are talking. Here's what's trending on the Rickey Smiley.
Oh, we got some audio. Hold on. Can y'all hear this? Yeah, y'all can hear it. Okay. Listen, this is the audio right here.
Show.
All right, y'all, Rick's Smiley Morning Show. Hey, listen, first of all, good morning, and thank y'all for this. Thank y'all for this opportunity, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Listen, let's just get into this. The whole internet going crazy. Comments that KATT Williams made. Whenever I can't speak on behalf of the other comedians, but the only thing I can speak for is myself. KATT made some comments on Shannon Sharp's show about when I was on Shannon Sharp, was telling him the story of some of the behind the scenes from Friday After Next. Let's start with that. When I went out there, let's just go back. In 2000, I was the host of BET Comic View and in the season 2004. I also worked on this show called Live from LA. That was my first job with BET. And that's where I met Ice Cube, if I'm not mistaken. And Ice Cube was like, hey man, I like your work. I want to do some stuff with you. I want to put you in some movies. And Ice Cube started putting me in movies, which really helped my career. I was in All About the Benjamins, of course, when they changed the ending of it, that part didn't make any sense. But then he put me in Friday After Next. And just for clarification, I went out to audition for Friday After Next as Money Mike, not the Santa Claus. And that is the honest God truth. I had no reason to go on there and to go on Shannon Sharp's show and lie about any of that. That's what I auditioned for, was Money Mike. And I guess the producers, Cube and everybody saw something different. And I think that Money Mike character, Special K, was going to come off as kind of like
just a guy who was hanging around in the strip mall, who was just kind of being annoying and almost like a crackhead type of character. That was
right. So I guess when KATT Williams did it, they added the whole pimp twist to that character, which was actually a better decision and made it funnier. Because ain't no way in the hell I could have executed that role like that. And I'm glad that they made that decision and they put me in a Santa Claus role, which was actually perfect. So when I got back to LA.
Hey, shout out to everybody in the chat. We got 18 people in the chat. Can we get the likes up, please? Shout out to you on Instagram. I know you guys are over there watching on Instagram. Shout out to everybody listening on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook group and Facebook. Shout out to all of you. I just wanted to say that really quick. Please get the likes up, please.
They say, hey, your role has changed. You're going to be the Santa Claus. And here's the Santa Claus suit. Put it on, and here's your lines. Sat in the trailer, went over the lines, went over my stuff with Cube, and the rest is history. Had no reason. I just want to clarify that. Had no reason to lie about that. As a matter of fact, my manager at the time, Gary Abdo, who is still one of my best friends, who also helped start my career, and he's the owner of the Atlanta Comedy Theater in Atlanta. We got him on the phone just to clarify. Gary Abdo, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. How are you, my friend?
Oh, I'm good, man. Just for clarification, you was my manager at the time. We went to LA together for the audition. Cube wanted to see us. What is your version?
Yeah, well, we're old, and that was 23 years ago. So, our memories are what our memories are. You went out, you auditioned, they wanted you.
First of all, if I'm going to bring you on my show as like a witness to like say you saw or heard something that went on to whatever, Don't come on my show and say, well, we're older. The memory is not the greatest. What the hell? I want them to believe what you're about to say. What the? Oh my God, bro. Like, seriously.
To play Money Mike, that was the sides that they had sent. The sides are the portion of the script for the part they want you to play. Those were the sides they sent. That was the audition you did. They said, great, we want you to play this role. My recollection is you had to go back and read for the execs from the studio one final time. And the night before that, we got different sides and they said, no, we want you to play this role. And we didn't understand it. You know, we really were under the impression, well, you had the role as Money Mike, but then all of a sudden they switched it up. Now we understand why. KATT came in, blew them away. He's an incredible performer. That was probably one of the most iconic breakout parts in movie history. I mean, that was literally KATT's first movie. You know, Friday was not Chris Tucker's first movie. Next Friday was not Mike Epps' first movie. For that to have been Katt Williams' first movie, and he exploded. I mean, that literally made him an iconic touring comedian, one of the biggest to do it in this generation. And, you know, the rest, as they say, was history. But yeah, absolutely, without a doubt.
I've worked at some of the largest retailers on the planet. You think they all have it figured out.
You were auditioning for Money Mike. We were told you had the role, and then that switched up overnight.
And I'm glad I ended up being the Santa Claus, because that role was iconic and not as funny as his. I like the pimp. I personally like the pimp better, but the Santa Claus role was just perfect for me. At the time, I was skinny and could run fast, so
and you could squeeze over that gate. So yeah, that was the.
I just wanted to clarify that, and then there was no contract ever that in agreement with the first Sunday movie, because that was a whole different production directed by who just directed my Netflix special, David E. Talbert, about me playing Bernice Jenkins. That's something that David called me personally. David and Lynn are fans and have been fans of my work for a long time, and it was like, we want you to play Bernice Jenkins, and you know, and here you go. And that's what happened. And I went out there and shot that in one day, me and Red Grant, and that was a lot of fun. Right. And it had nothing to do with Katt Williams' contract or whatever. So you know what I'm saying? Like, I respect Katt. Definitely disappointed that you have to get on the air and explain something like this, but you know, that's the truth, and I don't know what else to say. So there it is.
There's not much else to say. You know, it's indisputable that KATT played that role, killed it, built an entire career out of that one role.
Bro, okay. So let's be real. That was a bit of a shade. That fool said you built your whole career. I mean, it's shady and not shady at the same time. Maybe I should say it like that, because I mean, that's a good career to be. It's a good career.
All of us look at and go, wow, that's absolutely amazing. But it's also indisputable. You were auditioning for Money Mike. We were told you had the role. You just had to read one more time, and then that switched up.
And the crazy thing about it is we had a conversation when it came out. He said a lot of this 12 years ago, and we had a conversation because I was on 14th Street in Atlanta, right by the Four Seasons Hotel. And I was driving down the street with my granddad in the car, and I saw Katt Williams going across the street on 14th Street. And I said, Katt, what's up? Whatever. I just wanted to make sure we was good. He said, come over and have a cup of coffee with me, because he was walking over to Starbucks. And I went over and he went in there and got the coffee. We was chopping it up or whatever. Just didn't even really talk about the issue or whatever. I said, hey, man, I want you to come out and say hello to my granddad. My granddad is a fan. He came out to the truck. I'll never forget, I was in my Ford F-150, and I came out and spoke to my granddad. He hugged my granddad and wished him well. My granddad was like, keep doing what you're doing, young man. My granddad was living at the time. It was just me and my granddad in the truck. And and we dapped it up, and that was it. I mean, that was it. I thought that we were good. I didn't know that we had any issues, and if there are any issues or if there's anything that I've done, not only to Katt Williams, to anybody, I apologize, and I'm not perfect. I made mistakes, but I did. I you know, that's just the honest to God truth, and I did audition for what I auditioned for, and I'm glad that the producers made that decision. And let me address all of the things with Gary. You can help me out with this because, you know, comedy greats like Flip Wilson played Geraldine. Richard Pryor played some roles on his show.
Okay, so let me say something about the whole thing about, hey Grace, about the dress thing. So I know he's gonna bring up, you know, yes, black men wearing dresses, you know, being comedy. The big debate about that is a black man has to wear a dress to get into Hollywood. That's the only way he can get in. That's always has been the debate over the past 20-something years. They have a black man wears a dress, okay, he'll get a Grammy. That young man, I forgot, Brandon T, because that's one thing that Katt Williams said. He said when he met Martin, Martin and him was talking, and Martin said to him, you know, I want to put you in a movie. I want to put you when he went on this little hiatus because, you know, he fell out and all that stuff. And Katt Williams was like, cool. The first time they sit down for a table reading is for Big Mama's House too. He was like, I'm not doing that because, of course, a dress got to be done. He suggested Brandon T. That is who ended up playing the role. Brandon, to this day, regrets playing that role in Big Mama's House. Let me find that clip. He has said, is it Brandon T? Let me see. Jackson. Okay. Let me see. Here we go. Hang on.
Wrong. It's like everything went right. Everything went wrong when I put on that dress. Pre-Big Mamas, to me, actually, it's like you have an AD, you're like AD, BC. Okay. It's like BM for me. My career pre-BM.
So Big Mama was a changing point.
Yeah.
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 What made it a changing point? Was it that it was Martin, or just everything was aligning up at the right time for you?
It was a negative changing point, to be honest.
Okay.
Positive in a way where the perception of my image was on every bus, but my personal life was in shambles in that time. It was horrible.
You want to expound on that? What do you mean? Like,
if I was a stand-up at the time, seasoned like I am now, I could tell the story. Mm-hmm. And that's the issue. Is like, how are you able to tell your story? The most elegant way, saying it in an eloquent way. I couldn't say what I was going through because it's almost like if you're a baby, you can't communicate yet. And I just wasn't fully a seasoned stand-up to be able to say what I was going through. But in retrospect, if I can say what I was going through, at the time when I did Big Mamas is when I met not my wife, my daughter's mother, and from that time, it's like my life was just, it was hell from there. My personal life was in shambles, but my career, it was at its height, I believe. It was going.
It was kind of like a passing of the torch in a sense.
Yeah, it was. And I played Martin's son, and I feel like that. It's so weird. It's like every time I play these sons of people, it never goes right.
What didn't go right with Big Mamas?
It was, first of all, no offense, that movie wasn't that good to me. It wasn't a prolific film. I sound so mean, like, oh, you should be grateful for it. But I'm real. Just be real. Like, it wasn't like the best movie. It was okay. It was an entertaining film. Number one, Big Mama's one. That's arguably like, okay, Miss Doubtfire was out, but the whole dress bit was already overdone. It was like, it was hacky, and I did it purely for the money and the work of Martin Lawrence.
Yeah.
So I didn't do it for the purity of comedy, but I did it for the purity of work with Martin. But I believe that it was still more than money. Like, damn, I'm gonna get a big check,
Yeah. And knowing you now, and I'm gonna kind of set this question up, but in knowing you now, there's a more of an awakened Brandon compared to when he first came into the business. You mentioned the dress. There's a big conversation about that. Did you get like slack when you wore the dress at that moment?
It was like, wasn't slack from people. Only KATT Williams. KATT Williams was trying to always say, Brandon, don't wear a dress. You know,
he called you, or is this?
No, he was saying it in the media, so I thought he was heckling me. He was really trying to help me at the time. I didn't know that. I was immature.
Right.
I feel like, dang, why I'm trying to make it. Why you bashing me? And then he was trying to warn me, you know, don't get in the dress. So the awakened Brandon, you couldn't pay him $1 trillion to get in the dress.
Yeah. Was there like
So now that's the T. Did you hear that? He literally said, wow. Okay, so I'm also going to share this link. This is Comedy Hype. I love Comedy Hype. Let me add this to along with the interview here. I'm going to add it in the description right now, actually. Oops. Come on. Shit. Everything I'm playing in the background, I'm going to have the link in the description. So I just added it to the description just now. So I didn't know I was going to play this link. But wow, that's insane. Also, shout out to Comedy Hype.
Imagine if ChatGPT and
Kevin Hart apparently has, I guess, spoken up. So let me see if they're going to play the actual. Hold on. Oh, I guess it's only a tweet. So Kevin Hart says, gotta get that anger up out your champ. It's honestly sad. In the meantime, please enjoy my movie trailer to my next film, Lift, which will be dropping on Netflix in 8 days. There is a moment in the trailer where somebody says they really love you. I now know what she's talking about. KATT, mark your calendars, world. This one is special. Wow. Spank Horton says he comes back every 3 to 5 years to talk about the same shit. So instead of telling the truth, you want to lie about the movies that hit your desk first. What? Wait, how was the role did Kevin do in 5 movies? Oh, he said, what role? I ain't gonna say it. Can't do in 5 movies. You couldn't leave the country to do Full Go in Australia. So the role got passed to Kev. Wow. Interesting. Interesting. Well, this has been a good live. Grace and Mercy, look, I broke it down for y'all today. Okay, I broke it down. We have been here for an hour. I'm about to get off of here. My equipment is here, so I'm able to go live. I love it. So, hey, Ciante Love, Brandon T, ain't been right since he wear a dress. I ain't been right. So, that is the live. So I broke everything down to you guys. I didn't, Steve Harvey. Did he say anything? Let me look. Let me see if he said anything. I don't think Steve Harvey has said anything, to be honest. Cedric did, but he was talking noise because at one point in time that fool said, "Woo!" That fool said, he gonna hit him in the. I was dying. I want to play. There's something that he responded to KATT Williams a long time ago. Where is it at? Oh, Gary Owens is even saying something. Wait, hold on. Let me play this really quick.
Hey, Year's Eve.
Oh my
we
God.
have to have Steve Harvey call in.
Oh.
We gotta go. Did you say all right? Nigga.
Impossible.
This nigga is the comic poet in this month. This is hilarious.
Wow.
Yo, I might fly in on New Year's.
Hey, Fox, how you doing, man?
I'm doing great, man. Man, first of all, foremost,
It's about that we do. You know, you come on the show, you got a giving spirit. You know, at the end of the day,
Heroin.
you know, what the hell is that? I've bred it. I put the butter on my bread with jokes for 23 years. I have 5 DVDs out, and on now one of the DVDs is it the same subject matter or the same sentence on 5 DVDs.
Wow.
So when I get to Detroit, man, I'm gonna bring the same heat that I've been, and I got news for you. When I get to Detroit, I will tell no jokes.
Wait a minute.
When I didn't know who he was.
Through your phone.
So on top of it,
what started the beat?
I'm back.
No, here we go. Here we go.
I mean, no, I didn't.
His stomach was growling.
all right, Steve, right off the bat.
Let's get
Cat
to the
Williams.
meat.
Let's
Yeah.
get to the meat. Let's get to the meat and potatoes.
Now this is in 2008. I'm not saying I'm not going to keep break it down. We're going to finish it up with this. This is in 2008. Okay.
Small meat.
What the fuck is going on?
Small fries.
Small fries.
Hey, Steve. I will come. I'll get the bras. We will whoop his ass.
That's Buddy Lewis.
Jamie Foxx's mind is so bad.
Buddy Lewis, what's up, boy? Hey, you know, man, look here, you know, I done
His
heard,
stomach was growling.
I done heard a lot of the interviews that's going on in Detroit. And to be honest with you, like I told you on the show, Jamie, I don't really know where it's coming from. Because, you know, comedians, man, I don't, you know, man, we don't got beef.
No.
You know, I ain't got my squad ain't finna whoop your squad ass. You know, Jimmy Mack
My
ain't
squad
finna
can't fight, though.
Boomerang. You know, man, that ain't what we do, man. I don't know where that spirit is coming from. I don't know why, you know, man, a lot of this stuff is being said. But, you know, at the end of the day,
Heroin.
you know, what the hell is that?
Nothing.
Huh?
Go ahead,
Is that
Steve.
an alarm?
No, go ahead.
No. No, we're listening to you, Steve. Go ahead.
Hey, hold on, man. Let me straighten this alarm off this phone first.
It's Cat Williams calling.
He's coming through your phone.
So on top of it,
What started the beat?
Now I'm back.
No, here we go.
I
Here we go.
mean, I don't know, man. You know, I've always been cool with Cat. He said in an interview that back in L.A. when I didn't know who he was, I mean, you know, I understand that I didn't know who he was when I was on the radio in L.A. You know, he hadn't been in any movies or anything. And, you know, the brother was just not that known, but he was talking about me in the clubs. And I just asked on the radio, whoever Cat Williams is, to call me. He called me. You know, he straightened it out. We became friends. We've been cool ever since. So I thought. And now, you know, all of this here, man. But at the end of the day, here's the deal. When I get to Detroit New Year's Eve, I've done one thing for 23 years.
Mm-hmm.
I've bred it. I put the butter on my bread with jokes for 23 years.
Holla at us,
I
Steve.
have 5 DVDs out, and on now one of the DVDs is it the same subject matter or the same sentence on 5 DVDs.
Wow.
So when I get to Detroit, man, I'm gonna bring the same heat that I've been, and I got news for you. When I get to Detroit, I will tell no jokes that's on any of the 5 previous DVDs.
Wow.
I got another hour and a half.
Wow. So is he in trouble, Steve? Is he in trouble?
I'm not saying he's in trouble, but I'm saying this right here, Jamie. My granddaddy taught me this right here. A dog don't bark at parked cars.
Hey, Steve.
Whoa, let him talk, let him finish. Go, Steve, go now.
A dog don't bark at parked cars. A dog only bark at a car that's moving and going somewhere.
Oh, wow. Shit.
Wow.
That's an analogy for you right there.
That's an analogy for you.
I have another one for you.
Yes.
It is a common thing for a dog to bark up at the moon. But if the moon barks back at the dog becomes famous.
Oh, God. Wow. So you are the moon. Wow.
God damn. Give me another one, Steve. Shit,
Yo, we writing these down.
Come on, Papa Smurf. Hit him with that knowledge, dog.
Granddaddy was Sigmund Freud.
For years, I've been elevating my career. I've never elevated it talking about nobody else at the expense of anybody else. I am where I am, and I rest on my record. It's cool. I may not be what somebody think I ought to be. You know, I ain't got all the movie credits or whatever. But man, look at here. I'm in a great place. And so whatever anybody want to say, this is America, and you're free to say it. But one thing is for sure. I don't have to gear up for New Year's Eve. All I have to go do is go and do what Steve Harvey been doing for 23 years and do me. Now, there will be a layer of tar laid on the stage that's going to be about 8 inches thick.
That means it's up to his man.
And you have to go out because, I mean, you know, man, it's like this. I've worked with some of the greatest acts. Jamie, we were talking one day.
Yes.
Me and you were standing on stage after the first Def Jam.
Yes.
Me, you, Rock, Martin Lawrence, Jamie Wayans, J. Anthony Brown, Cedric the Entertainer, D.L. Hughley, the late, great Bernie Mac. You know, all the Earthquake, all of these great acts, man. I've been sharing the stage with these types of cats my whole career, man. I toured with one of the greatest tours of all time. So anybody want to work with me, man, I'll work with you, man. But let's be brothers about it and go out here and make this money. That's all we should be doing. I'm not a rapper, dog. You ain't got to threaten me, and I ain't got to be threatening you. You go do you, I'm going to do me. And on New Year's Eve in Detroit, it's going to be on and cracking when I get out there. Now, I wish everybody well on the show.
Go ahead, Lou Dick.
Steve, I wanted to ask you, a lot of people don't know. I remember talking to you back.
Wow. Oh, did Michael Blackson say something? Wait a minute. Let me fast forward through all his. Wait a minute.
Include.
Oh, he didn't. Did he say anything?
As a comedian.
Oh my God.
Me, all I did was.
Okay, so I guess it's a tweet. Michael Blackson says, I can't believe this lying, dehydrated leprechaun said he told me to build a school. I only built a free school so the kids can whoop your ass, you free mother sucker. Oh, Lord Jesus. He said, Cat Millions is a very smart midget. He took shots at the top 10 comedians alive today so we can all respond and make him relevant again. I can't. Because Michael Blackson is funny as hell. Oh, Jesus. Oh, my God. All right. Lord have mercy. Man, this was a good live. This was good. So, guys, this was good. We broke it down, talked about everything. Like I said, I'm pretty sure there's going to be more responses coming out. I don't know what Cedric said a little bit. But Aaron Mack said Steve Harvey is grimly always has been and always will be. The stories are out there. Not only KATT has called him out. There are some comedians that called out Steve in the past. I've heard before. It's about money, about everything. And some comedians who came up said Steve Harvey. Let me see what Corey Holcomb said. Wants to hog everything. Let me see what's. Y'all get the likes up, please. Let me see what. Because I know Corey said something. I know Corey Holcomb said something. Let me see. Is this it?
Sure if I was acting funny. It was Earthquake Son. No, it was Earthquake. I would have let it go, but then do not have the right to be mad at the streets over nothing she do.
Y'all
and I'll be rooting
y'all
for
do it, but you
dude.
just don't do the.
Just for one day.
He did you how you do the women at the.
Look, man,
Happy
I'm
New
telling
Year
you.
to us. Happy New Year
You
to
talking
us.
about buddy
Happy
pants
New
back
Year.
in the day. Happy
So imagine some shit, you out of town.
No, I don't understand. Hey, and I ain't even trying to be mean. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah, literally. You was like, nigga, you need to worry about what you got going on. There, though, it wasn't just you and him.
No.
Oh.
Motherfucker, whatever he was on, because he didn't do nothing.
Yeah,
but when I went over his house, that was back when I used to be at 24-hour fitness, man.
All them niggas are
boy, because them motherfuckers was tripping on that 50 years of hip hop shit.
I love how they play it off and be like, ooh, like the
Streets with no motherfucking randoms, man.
yeah, but see, they in Chicago.
No, but he in a good position because she ain't going no. Is a comedian named, damn, what is my man? Bill Burr.
Do some videos.
You got the meanest camel toe in the.
No, what's the name of him? Hustler.
Yeah,
Word. I
Oh my God, that is amazing. Some 29th, you'll see their names. How
Can't keep everybody in the loop that get put out the loop. You
see,
feel me?
see, I don't even the women's name. Their names aren't even on there.
Let me tell you something about this nigga KATT.
Trying to find their names.
KATT is brilliant, and I don't even give motherfuckers that shit. When KATT want to tear you apart, and he calm. When he calm, that's the dangerous KATT.
Ooh, you better watch out.
When KATT loud, okay, you about to see KATT trip out. But when KATT just sitting there like, yes, I see you. That motherfucker mind, you be like, this motherfucker crazy. Big shout out to Wanda, goddammit, whatever you doing. KATT ended that career.
Wow, really? You think? Wait, what?
The radio personality out there in motherfucking Atlanta.
Oh,
that was
yeah.
sassy with KATT on the radio. She was sassy with
right,
him.
right.
I saw the whole interview because KATT wasn't doing nothing. He was respectful because they was up there trying to promote Red Grant's show. He was showing love to Red
I have
Grant.
to look that story back up. I remember that.
Wanda fucked up and kept sassing and assassin.
Ooh.
And it's one of the motherfucking most iconic radio interviews ever.
Radio roast.
Oh.
Radio roast.
I'm gonna look that back up.
KATT. The funniest shit was when he was like, what do you cook? She said, I make some broccoli.
Oh.
NBA.
Yeah, but then, but see, but it was
They did what?
like straight people because it was a hell of a club.
Peanuts
though.
nightclub. You don't.
Yeah, the people you fuck ain't helping you. I'm looking at you like,
I love it.
it's the greatest comeback of fuck yous ever done on camera.
Oh, no, I'm watching this on the way home.
See, look, he gonna set it up.
I guarantee you. And make sure you watch it all the way through because you're going to laugh. Because they was booing him. But he still had 12 minutes.
Oh, man.
One of them motherfucking bitches, them pop music.
You can't boo the mamba.
If you don't come with it in Philly, you getting booed.
Man, I ain't never.
How do you want to?
If
win?
you
Oh my God.
Shit parked and just. My resolution is to make more money as usual. Everybody.
But you didn't like
Why
it.
you
Whole nother year, whole nother shenanigans.
anniversary month?
Thank you for allowing us to be on here.
Did I miss?
If you don't come with it,
Yeah, he was like, you at the right one. But
I didn't know nothing about Hollywood Park Casino. Say it.
No, I'm not.
Why you gonna WNBA them people? That shit. When KATT want to tell you apart,
Mark Curry town.
Okay, hold on.
that Tuesday we're gonna try to. Phil, you got to help me book a special guest for that show.
Mm-hmm. That's a 14th
Like somebody that we
Y'all
just
gotta have a musician. Y'all gotta have like how you bring the band out and shit.
an ecliptic nigga. Is
Yeah,
that,
you gotta have like some.
what does
yeah.
ecliptic mean? I don't even know. Eclectic. Ecliptic. That's a nigga who trip all the time.
He get clipped. He clipped it.
Nigga always.
29th, you'll see their names. However, Mark Curry, wow, that's the homie anyway.
Town business.
Oh,
That Tuesday we're gonna try to. Phil, you gotta
I'm
help me.
trying to.
Did I say that?
Hold on, I need to find out because I wanted to see what he said about Katt Williams. Forget. Wait a minute. What did happen? What is this?
When JB Smooth was in his element, the underground, he was one of the best ever. And I'm telling you, I dare somebody to say this ain't true, because I could get 1,000 comics to bag me up. On KATT First Special.
Okay.
Where I root for KATT. But that joke where he do like, man, if you listen to this song, you could do anything off this song. That's JB Smooth joke, homie. I can get 1,000 comics to back me
Oh
up.
wow.
I can get 1,000 comics to back me up.
Me being a Cat Williams fan,
Okay,
he
so
starts his shows off with the music.
Hold on.
Absolutely. And he says,
Hold on. I'm trying, because somebody said that Corey Holcomb responded to Cat Williams, and so that's what I've been looking for. And let me see. This story right here, man. Let me tell you, it's Scruncho supposed to Cedric. Scruncho? Wait a minute.
Why are you not investing in tax?
Hold on. I need to go back to the other video I was just playing. Hold on, let me go. Well, hold on. It says Scruncho. Where? Okay, hold on. Here we go.
Let me get through. Because I'm hearing now, like Cedric, my partner. We love Cedric, right? So here, it's when we first started doing comedy, did KATT, right? We was too young just to say niggas. You couldn't really steal our shit because we were not to steal from. We were just like, now do we do the same joke? Yeah, but not to say you stole it. I ain't gonna say that, but this what happened, right? Yeah. I'm always saying you stole it because at the time, right? I just remember KATT called me from the theater, right? Okay. He like, I'm gonna kill that nigga Cedric. I said, why? He said, nigga, I'm at the theater right now, and the nigga is doing my joke. I'm like, nigga, you bullshit. I said, the joke when you in the car, and the music's so loud that you can't hear the engine turn off. He said, nigga, yes, that's it. I said, KATT. He said, now I'm going to the improv, my nigga. I'm going to kill that nigga. I said, KATT, listen to me. I said, listen careful. That's a blessing. I said, nigga, everybody gonna know who you is. That nigga Cedric finna put you on. He probably finna get you some money. Nigga, humble that, take that. It ain't like he stole it. It's like the nigga embracing you. Nigga, that's you paying homage. I said, nigga, you young, nigga, we finna be on. I looked at it from that point, right? KATT, like, nigga, I'm glad you feel that way, nigga, because he's doing your shit too.
What? Oh no! Oh no! What? Bro. Oh my God. Oh my God. So I forgot, because let me tell you, Scruncho, freaking hilarious, underrated comedian, always has been. He always does the pop locking. That has always been his thing. And they are putting it matching with Cedric. I'm looking, I can't show you because it's someone's video content. I'm not gonna do that. But I'm looking at it. I'm gonna post this clip. I mean the link in my description so you guys can see it, because I want you guys to go back and look at this. Hold on. I'm gonna put Scruncho. Oops. You're gonna see Scruncho exposes. Hold on. It's gonna be Scruncho. I spelled his name wrong. Okay. And then let me put the link here. So everybody's audio that I'm playing, I want you guys to be able to go back and watch the whole thing. Okay, let me continue. This is crazy to me. Crazy.
Say word. I said, then what are you doing? Then he's pop locking as we speak. Right. And at the time, I only had 3 jokes I had. All my bits was big. I had a pop locking joke, you know what I mean? When I called 2 niggas meeting each other, I said, niggas don't fight. Remember before we was fighting? Before we was even shooting each other, you know what we used to handle stuff with our talent. And then I have a homie come to the stage, and he had a glove, and you think if he pull out a gun, he pull out the glove. Then when he pull out the gloves, I pull out my glove, and then he start pop locking, boom, and then we have a pop lock, you know what I mean? Right. And then, so that was the whole thing. So the first time Cedric see me do it, that was big for me because 96. You know what I mean? I'm fresh. Nigga only been on comedy a year. I get a chance to get out at the Comedy Store in Hollywood, Fat Tuesday. I had a whole hood come out. Nigga, so I did that. I did the skate. That's all I could do, right? Right. And then Cedric was like, nigga, when you pulled out the white glove.
Welcome, Pat, from Facebook. You said that KATT is speaking facts on this evil entertainment world. Levis. Oh, okay. Jesus.
I said, and I was so excited. I came home like, Cedric said, so I was excited about it. You know what I'm saying? So when I seen the nigga do it on the key,
was you still excited when you seen the nigga do it?
Nigga, the whole hood called me, cuz we gonna kill that nigga, man. I'm like, nah, he just steal it, man. It ain't, But he just took the whole beat. If you put a
Woo! Now that was interesting. I really want to find what I could have sworn. I know how Corey is. You telling me he hadn't said anything about this? What is this? This is what I was telling you guys before.
Hey, it's Adam.
I'll play this real quick. Oops, my bad.
When he had to go on his hiatus, he tell me, KATT, when I come back, I need you. You my young partner. You my brother in comedy. When I come back, just promise me that my next movie, it'll be me and you. We gonna do it together. We gonna do some buddy cop shit. I said, Martin, you got my motherfucking word, my nigga. Go do what you got to do. When you come back, I'm in your movie. Don't trip. I don't need to see the script or nothing. We get in that office and this fool pull out Big Mama's House 2. I almost died. And I got to read this script from all these good white people. Where this nigga want me to get in a dress with him. And I'm literally saying to everybody, why is he in a dress again? You already played the old lady as an FBI agent. We can play anything now. We can be playing a dog catcher this time. Why do we need to be in a dress? And I get so mad, I say, you don't want me. You want Brandon T. Jackson. And that's who they went and got. Twice I said it, they went and got him. Just like I'm telling you, I had that other dude's work. I had all of it. All I did was say, I want to punch it up so it's not offensive to real niggas. And that's how I got in this position.
I sure hope I have Club Shay Shay after this.
Woo! Katt Williams blew up the internet, and I wanted to, hey, talk about it. We talked about it today for over an hour. I broke it down. Y'all can come back and listen to it this live in its entirety. We broke it all down. I feel like, in my opinion, I feel Katt Williams told some truths, and he rivaled some feathers. Now, whether he was telling 100% truth, that's neither here nor there. I wasn't, who knows? But I know he told some truth yesterday, and people are going to be pissed off about the situation. It is what it is. Okay, but once again, this is Commissioner Reviews, the queen of reality TV. Now, I didn't mean to do that. Remove. There we go. That's what I want to have. Now, me, myself, I don't know. It is what it is. Go have a drink. Go have a drink. Enjoy yourself, because, baby, this was a lot. Okay. With that being said, it's Commissioner Reviews, the queen of reality TV. I'm out of here. One thing I want you guys to know and that nothing that will never change about this. I am the queen of reality TV. Don't get it twisted and don't doubt it. It is what it is. Period.